Two households both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new unity, fair civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life. Woes, misadventured, piteous, of those doth where death bury their parent strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of the parents' rage, which but their children's end not could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage, the which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, this gentle sin is this: my lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which manly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips, and holy palmers too?
A pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not while my prayers effect I take.
But soft what light through yonder window breaks is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief. That thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off, it is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold, 'tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all of the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in the spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would throw the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Hey, me!
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven, unto the white upturned wandering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy puffing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, through not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand nor foot, nor arm nor face, nor any part belong to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's a name? What's in a name? That which we call a rose. By any other word would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain the dear perfection which he owes without the title. Romeo doth thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word, call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou? that thus best screened in night, so stumble on my counsel.
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
Romeo, the love I bear for thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage. To such a greeting villain am I none, therefore farewell, I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest a never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise. Till thou shalt know the reason of my love, and so good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
O calm dishonorable, vile submission, else staccato carries it away. Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives that I mean to make blood withal, and as you shall use my hereafter, do I beat the rest of the 8, will you pluck your sword out of his culture by the ears. Make haste, lest mine be about your ears, ere it be out.
I am for you.
Until Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Come, sir, your pass it up.
Draw Benvolio, beat fight their weapons. Gentlemen, for shame, forbear this outrage. Tybalt Mercutio, the prince, expressively hath forbid this bandying in Verona streets. Stop it. Hold Tybalt, good Mercutio.
I am hurt, a plague, oh, both your houses. I am sped, is gone and hath nothing.
What art thou hurt?
I, a scratch, Mary, 'tis enough. Where is my page? Go, villain, fetch a surgeon.
Courage, man, the hurt cannot be much.
No, 'tis so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but 'tis enough 'twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. I am peppered, I warrant, for this world. A plague of both your houses. Zounds, a dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat, to scratch a man to death, a braggart, a rogue, a villain, that fights by the book of arithmetic. Why the devil come you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought
Jack,
all
stop
for the best.
dying.
Help me into some house, Benvolio, or I shall faint. A plague of both your houses. They have made worms meat of me. I have it, and soundly to your houses.
This gentleman, the prince near ally, my very friend, hath got his mortal hurt in behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, that an hour hath been my cousin, O sweet Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in my temper soft mid valor's steel.
O Romeo, great Mercutio is dead. That gallant spirit hath aspirated the clouds with which too ultimately here did scorn the earth.
This day's black fate, on more days souls depend. This but begins the woe others must end.
Here comes the furious Tybalt back again.
He gone in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Away to heaven, respective lenity, and fired fury be my conduct now. Now Tybalt, take the villain back again. That late thou gavest me for Mercutio's soul.
is but a little way above our heads, staying for thine to keep him company. Either thou or I, or both, must go with him.
Thou wretched boy that didst consort him here, shout with him hence.
This shall determine that.
Anytime, Josh, you're gonna stab him and he's gonna die.
Romeo, away be gone. The citizens are up and Tybalt slain. Stand not amazed, the prince will doom thee death if thou art taken. Hence be gone away.
Oh, I am fortune's fool.
Dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsustainable death is amorous, and that the lean, abhorred monsters keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear that I still will stay with thee, and never from this place of dim night depart again. Here I will remain with worms that are thy chambermaids. Oh, here will I stay. I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of the auspicious stars from this world wearied flesh. Eyes, look at your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh you the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come bitter conduct, come unsavory guide, though desperate pilot, now at once run on the dashing rocks, thy sea-sick wary bark. Here's to my love. Oh, trow thee a Percy, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with kiss, I die.
What's here? A cup flows in my true love's hand. Poison I see. Hath been this timeless death, this timeless end. Oh, churl drunk all, and left no friendly drop. To help me after, I will sigh my lips, happily some poison, yet the joy hang on them, to make me die with thy lips are warm. Then I'll brief, oh happy dagger. Their rest and let me die.
Where be these enemies, Capulet, Montague? See what a scourge is laid upon your hate. The heaven finds means to kill your joys with love, and I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
O brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more, for I will raise her statue in pure gold, that whiles Verona by the name is known, there shall no figure at such rate be set as that of true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo spy his lady slave. Poor sacrifices are of enmity.
A glooming pace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.